Hey guys, guess what movie I just came back from watching? Sanju! Sanju is a movie starring Ranbir Kapoor, directed by Rajkumar Hirani, and it is about the life of Sanjay Dutt. It is written by Hirani and Abhishek Joshi and is produced by Hirani and Vidhu Vinod Chopra. I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about them making a biopic about Sanjay Dutt's life, I found it kind of weird because Sanjay Dutt is someone who's still very much acting right now and very much relevant in society. You know, it's not like he's like 90 years old and retired and just like sitting on a rocking chair somewhere and they're making a movie about his life. He's still acting like he was, you know, he just came in a movie last year or the year before in Bhumi, which was like his comeback kind of movie. You know, he's still very much relevant in Bollywood. So I find it kind of weird for them to make a movie about someone whose life isn't exactly over yet, you know? But then when the trailer came out and I saw Ranbir, and you guys know I'm totally obsessed with him. Totally obsessed with him. Right, so what a killer combination of Rajkumar Hirani, Ranbir Kapoor, and Sanjay Dutt. Like, that is insane. Like, that is like a trio of dreams. It's the perfect storm. I wouldn't go as far as to say that this is exactly a biopic, but I would say that this is a movie about Sanjay Dutt's life, or about some key aspects of his life and some key moments of his life. I wouldn't say it's a complete representation of his entire life. For example, they mention his first girlfriend, which I thought would be Tina Munim's character, because it's around the time of Rocky and that's who he was dating in real life. But I don't think that it actually is Tina Munim. I don't think Sonam Kapoor is playing her character. She is playing, you know, kind of like his first serious girlfriend, I guess. So you see him, and then you see that a lot of casual relationships are mentioned, but you don't really see him dating anyone else. And then you just see Manyata as his wife. You also don't get to see much of his life as an actor. You don't see him on a movie set all the time, even though that's a very big part of who he is. That's why he's famous. He's something that he is an actor. I would say story-wise, this is a movie about Sanjay Dutt's relationship with his father and his relationship with his best friend. Sanjay Dutt's father is obviously Sunil Dutt, who is an extremely prolific actor in Bollywood, and his mom is Nargis, who is one of the early top actresses of Bollywood. They were just like an incredible couple, and they have their own amazing life journeys, which you could literally make movies and like series about, because it's just absolutely amazing. The Rajkumar Hirani has kind of structured this movie is basically Sanjay Dutt, you know, wants the public to know about him and he wants them to know that, you know, he isn't a terrorist and he wasn't involved in any sort of, you know, illegal activity. So he's looking for someone to write a biography on him. So he basically finds Anushka Sharma's character, who's apparently supposed to be a white girl, and she is writing the biography for him. So she's kind of like piecing his life together, and he's narrating some, and she's meeting people, and she's basically like the catalyst that's kind of bringing us through here. So we start with seeing Sanju as a teenager, and he is acting in his first movie, Rocky, and his dad is directing him, and he has a girlfriend, Ruby, who he, you know, very much, you know, loves or whatever. You see kind of him struggling to, you know, live in Sunil Dutt's shadow, because he's like a really big actor and his mom is a really big actress, and he's, you know, in his first movie and he's trying to make like a name for himself, and, you know, he wants to have his own identity. And his father is just a very amazing and disciplined person, a charitable person, And it's just a lot for him to handle because his personality is not like that. Around the same time, you find out about Nargis Dutt's cancer. So he's dealing with a lot of stuff at a very young age. So because he's dealing with a lot of different things, like, you know, personal issues, professional issues, relationship issues, you know, he kind of gets into drugs. So his friend slash drug dealer, played by Jim Sarab, is basically just like supplying him with shit all the time. And you see that every time, you know, things get even more difficult, he just ends up taking more drugs. So there you see him just, you know, totally just unraveling, getting out of control. Because of his mother's illness, they have to go to New York, where he is doing drugs and being extremely indulgent, you know, because he can't process her illness. While he's there, he ends up meeting his lifelong best friend, Kamlesh. I don't think that's his real name. And that friend is someone that you see throughout the movie, of being with him through, you know, every up and down in life. You see him with his father, dealing with various issues in life. He goes to rehab, you know, he runs away from rehab, goes back in, comes back to Mumbai, you know, is trying to, like, you know, make something of his career. Then he gets involved in the 1993 Mumbai bomb blast. He isn't directly involved, but he has some connections to the underworld and, like, to the Dons. And then he gets arrested, and, you know, he can't get bail, and you see his father struggling to get him bail. So a lot of this is what you've seen in the media, what you've seen, like, people who know about Sanjay Dutt's life know all of this stuff. So I think in that sense, I don't think you're learning anything new, but I think you're just seeing things from his perspective. So that's new, and you're kind of seeing the truth, because obviously whatever's in the media is not the truth. Interestingly, the media is a huge kind of underlying component of this movie. Journalists' motives are questioned in this movie. The whole concept of fake news is very much brought up, and just sensational reporting is like a theme that's pretty much throughout the movie, because you see Sanjay Dutt going through his life and, you know, kind of struggling with whatever issues that he's having, but you also see him dealing with the media all the time, printing random stuff about his life, which isn't even true. The movie is directed by the one and only Rajkumar Hirani, who made such amazing films as Munna Bhai MBBS 1 and 2. He made 3 Idiots. He made PK. Just amazing, amazing movies. Rajkumar Hirani is definitely one of the best directors in India, not only right now, but definitely in history. He just has an amazing sense of what appeals to a viewer. You know, he really gets, like, the pulse of a viewer. He really has a good idea of the balance between emotional and comedic elements in a film. He really knows how to tell a story, how to grab your attention. He's just really, really, really good. The movie is also written by Hirani, so I would like to say that it is an extremely difficult task to write someone's life and condense it into a movie, although a lot of it is missing. The movie is emotional at times and very, very funny. Never for a minute are you really bored. You're definitely invested the whole time. I don't know if I would say that this is his best work or anything like that. I definitely think Rajkumar Hirani's best work was Munna Bhai, MBBS, and 3 Idiots. I don't think that Sanju is as good as those two were. I would like to mention that Rajkumar Hirani, in his filmmaking style, kind of has this kind of feel-good element to it. And so I think Sanjay Dutt's life kind of has a feel-good element to it. Obviously, he goes through very difficult things like drug addiction and losing, you know, a parent. But things never get too gritty or dark, and I think that's because of the fact that Rajkumar Hirani is directing and writing this movie. You definitely get a sense that this isn't exactly Sanjay Dutt's life story. It's Sanjay Dutt's life through his point of view and through the direction of Rajkumar Hirani. You know, you're definitely in that Hirani world. What can I possibly even say about Ranbir Kapoor's performance? He's the best right now. Like, he's just the best. Just in the trailer and the little clips that we saw, it's incredible how he got Sanjay Dutt's mannerisms down. How do you act like someone else? That's so crazy. Like, if you do a good job acting as a fictional character, that's an amazing feat by itself. But to act like someone else who everybody knows. Sanjay Dutt is a big name. Everybody knows him. Interestingly, I think Vidhu Vinod Chopra, who's the producer of this movie, really wanted Ranveer Singh for the role, but Hirani really wanted Ranbir because he thought that Ranbir was the only one who could do justice, which is obviously so true. Who else but Ranbir could play Sanjay Dutt? So there's a lot of praise for this role, which Ranbir totally deserves, right? But I personally do not think that this is Ranbir's best role, just because you are kind of playing someone else. And I think, like, obviously that aspect is, like, amazing, but I don't think that this is, like, his best role. I think Barfi and Rockstar for me are still Ranbir Kapoor's best performances, but obviously this is, like, totally fantastic and amazing, obviously. Paresh Rawal playing Sunil Dutt, I think he did a great job. You know, he just has a very, like, fatherly quality in him, which I don't think it's possible to really recreate Sunil Dutt's, you know, charisma and, like, calmness. Just something about Sunil Dutt which just exudes, like, respect and reverence. And I don't know if that's something that you can even act or, like, recreate. But I think Paresh Rawal as Sunil Dutt did a great job in the movie. Vicky Kaushal as his best friend Kamli was, like, totally amazing. It's such a big role for him. Honestly, this is like the year of Vicky Kaushal, just because of Razi, and then now Sanju. It's just great for him. He's super duper talented. He totally deserves it. Sonam and Anushka and, you know, just the other various characters. Manisha Koirala as Nargis. So they were okay because it's not like the movie was about them. So that they did a fine job, I guess. The music of the movie is, like, pretty okay. Nothing really special except for the song Kar Har Maidan Fateh. It comes at a very crucial point in the movie for the character. So I think it's very uplifting and powerful. Ooh, but there is a cool music video at the end of the movie with Sanjay Dutt, the real Sanjay Dutt, and Ranbir Kapoor. Yeah, the song is basically just about the media and journalists. Overall, Sanju is a nice movie that you should definitely watch. It's a movie that you can watch with your whole family. I saw mad kids and aunties and uncles at the theater, and you know a movie is good when those people show up. I wouldn't say the movie teaches you anything incredible about Sanjay Dutt's life, but I think it gives you kind of an insider look, and you get to see some really funny moments or some really, you know, touching moments, emotional moments of his life that you just wouldn't maybe know otherwise. My favorite scene was when Sanjay Dutt had written a speech for his father that, spoiler alert, was not able to read to him while he was alive. So he's reading it to the audience as, you know, kind of like a fantasy moment. So he's reading that, and it's just, like, it's amazing. It makes you think about regret and, you know, not telling your loved ones how much you love them and respect them and how much they mean to you. Ranbir did a great job acting in it, and it was just a really nice moment in the movie. It was just really amazing. Definitely keep your eye out for that scene. It's fantastic. A really nice way that Rajkumar Hirani kind of tied the story together was kind of this running theme of Bollywood songs that hold a lot of meaning to Sunil Dutt, which he's passing on to Sanjay Dutt. So, at different points of his life where he needs a lesson or he needs encouragement, Sunil Dutt suggests a song to him, written by different lyricists. I really like that aspect of the movie because I love old songs, and my nana, my maternal grandfather, he pretty much had like the same sort of thing going on with my mom, where he always told her different songs, you know, whenever she was going through something in life. He would, you know, always refer her to a song to kind of you know, motivate her and to keep her going. And it was really cool to see that. That's something that my mom kind of passed on to me, so I really like that element in the movie. So there you have it. If you like this review of Sanju, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my reviews, then please subscribe to my channel, Movies with Meher. And let me know what you thought of the movie yourself. I would love to know what you guys thought of the movie. Alright guys, see you soon.